Okay, everyone. Today we'll be talking about Penina, Penina. That's in First Samuel chapter 1. We'll be talking about Penina, the spirit of Penina. We'll be talking about the spirit of Penina and what the spirit of Penina does. What the spirit of Penina does. So so the spirit of Penina, is it's a spirit that irritates. It's a spirit that comes. It's a spirit that comes to attack you. The spirit of Penina. It's a spirit that comes to attack you when you're about to birth your destiny. When you're about to birth your destiny, the spirit will come to attack you, to make you abort your destiny, which means to destroy, which means to make you have an abortion in the spirit. Because usually when the children of God are about to birth their destiny, it's like they're pregnant in the spirit with destiny. So the spirit of Penina will come to destroy, to make you abort your destiny. They'll try to make you abort your destiny, or and they'll try to irritate you. They'll try to irritate you. The spirit will try to irritate you. It will try to get you upset, because when you're about to birth your destiny, you're not supposed to get upset. You're not supposed to get upset. It's the favor of God is upon you. You're not supposed to get upset. So the spirit comes to destroy what heaven is about to birth in you in the physical. So the spirit comes to irritate you, to get you upset. And when the spirit gets you upset, when it irritates you and gets you upset, it will strike the eight homes of your spirit. And when it attacked me, the first thing I realized was where I usually get upset. The feeling that I get, it attacks you in your emotions, in your feelings, and one of the places in your thalamus, that's in your head, in your thalamus, a small gland in your head. That's your thalamus. That's one place. That's something. That's a gland that controls your feelings, your emotions, your pleasure. So that's why I said in my last video, the battle is in your head. The battle is in your mind. That's why the enemy attacks you. The battle is in your mind. So that's why it attacks you in your thalamus. You'll feel that thing in your thalamus. So I felt that feeling in my thalamus, where I usually get upset, where it attacks me. So that's one of the things that the spirit of Penina does. It attacks you, and that's where it attacks you in your feelings, in your emotion, where your emotions and your feelings starts, where it controls, where what controls it. That's where they attack you, inside of your body, in your mind. So so the spirit of Penina will irritate. It will irritate you, and when I had to deal with the spirit of Penina, I had to fast and pray to get over that spirit. I had to fast and pray to get over that spirit, because it's a witch. It's a witch. The person who has the spirit of Penina, who's attacking you with the spirit of Penina, is a witch. That person doesn't like you. That person doesn't want you to birth your destiny. That person doesn't want you to get to be in the things of God. She doesn't. That person, he or she, but it's a she, doesn't want you to be in the things of God. Doesn't want you to walk in your destiny in God. So they're trying to stop you from walking in your destiny, because if you read First Samuel chapter 1, when Hannah was married. Hannah and Penina was married to Elkanah, because Penina had children for her husband, but they were married to the same husband. They were married to the same person. So Hannah could not have any children. God didn't close Hannah's womb, so that Hannah wouldn't have any children. But Penina had kids for her husband. Remember, they were married to the same person. So every time that Penina would make fun of Hannah. If you read in First Samuel chapter If you read in 1 Samuel chapter 1 verse 6, it says, and her adversary also provoked her sore, for to make her fret, because the Lord had shut up her womb. And her adversary was Peninnah. Peninnah used to make fun of Hannah, that she could not bear a child for her husband, because she had children for the husband, but Hannah did not have any children. But Hannah prayed a lot to God. Hannah prayed a lot to God. She prayed a lot. So every time Peninnah used to attack her. So which means they're attacking you all the time. It's just like the same way they Peninnah attack Hannah, make fun of Hannah, that things are not happening for her because God shut up her womb. That's the same way that the enemy will attack you. So that spirit is a spirit of Peninnah. It will wait until that you're about to it will wait until you're about to give birth to your destiny, probably 6 months, or when I look at the meaning of when I really looked into it and I studied it, it's like when you're about 7 or 8 months pregnant. That's in the physical, but if you look at it in the spirit, that's when Peninnah attacks you. Just like when you're about to deliver, give birth to your destiny, that's when Peninnah attacks you. That's when Peninnah attacks you, because Peninnah doesn't want you to give birth to your destiny. She wants to stop you before you could give birth to your destiny. And Peninnah is someone who will attack you, and Peninnah will be quiet. When Peninnah comes to attack you, in my experience, when Peninnah comes to attack you, Peninnah will come very quietly. Like, they're so humble, but they're not humble. In Peninnah's heart, there's anger, there's jealousy, there's hatred. So Peninnah will come to attack you very quietly. They will make as if they're humble, but at the same time, when they attack, the spirit comes with a spirit of anger. So when the spirit strike the 8 homes of your spirit, your emotions, your thalamus, your heart, when it comes to strike you, in there, you will get upset, because the spirit comes to make you upset. It comes to make you upset, to get you upset, so you can start getting upset, start doing things, saying things, so that you can abort your abortion. So you can abort your abortion, which means they're doing it to get you upset, and you will abort your destiny by yourself. So but they send the spirit to attack you. So that's the way the spirit of Peninnah comes. They attack you. They use people in your family, certain family members. They'll use certain family members in your family to use them. They will use them to get you upset, to say things to you, to irritate you, so you can get upset. So that you will abort your destiny, which means you abort it, which means your destiny is dead, but it's not dead in the spirit. If you keep getting, God keeps coming back and coming back, it's not dead. Your destiny is not dead, because if God said that He's going to get you there, that's what God said. That's what God will do. God is not a God that will lie. It's just that the spirit of Peninnah will hinder you, will try to hinder you. But if you overcome the spirit of Peninnah, that's why you have to fast and pray. That's what I did to overcome the spirit of Peninnah. I fasted and prayed, so that's what I do. I fast and pray to overcome the spirit of Peninnah. So you have to humble yourself, and fast and pray, so you can overcome the spirit of Peninnah. So you can overcome that spirit. So I look up. I wanted a deeper meaning for irritate. I wanted a deeper meaning for the word irritate, and then when I look at the meaning, I came with this meaning: to arouse or to stir up the emotions or feelings of a person to anger. So that's what Peninnah does. When Peninnah attacks you, that's the way Peninnah attacks you. That's what it does. It attacks your feelings or emotions. It arouses you to get upset. You get irritated. So it attacks you in your feelings and your emotions. So that's what the spirit of Peninnah does. It irritates. So and the spirit of Peninnah is a spirit of abortion. Like, you abort your destiny. That's the spirit of abortion. That's the spirit of abortion. And the spirit of miscarriage. Penina is a spirit of miscarriage. It's a spirit of miscarriage. So that's what Penina does. It's a spirit of miscarriage. Penina doesn't want you to Penina doesn't want you. Penina doesn't want you to Penina doesn't want you to walk. Penina doesn't want you to walk in your destiny. Penina doesn't want you to walk in your destiny. So that's one of the things that Penina does. Penina doesn't want you to walk in your destiny. Penina doesn't want you to walk in your destiny. So that's why we have to overcome the spirit. That's why we have to overcome the spirit of Penina. That's why you have to overcome the spirit of Penina. And you cannot overcome the spirit of Penina by just praying. You have to fast and pray, because Jesus says we cannot remove these things without praying or fasting. So we have to pray and fast to overcome the spirit of Penina. So when you read 1 Samuel chapter 1, that the spirit of Penina, that's a spirit when Hannah could not have a child, and Penina used to make fun of her. So that's the spirit of Penina. And what Hannah did when Penina used to attack her, what she did, it says in the Bible that Hannah started praying and fasting. She was so sore in her spirit. That she could not bear a child for her husband. That she went into praying and fasting. She did not answer. She did not say anything to Penina. But she went into prayer. She went into prayer and fasting. So she could overcome. So God could bless her. So that she could give birth to a destiny. And her son was a child of God, Samuel. She birthed the son Samuel. And her son was a child of God, and God used Samuel as a very young child. God spoke to Samuel as a very young child. So that's the destiny. Your child could be probably God wants to use your child as a very young age. So that's what Penina was making fun of Hannah for, because whatever Hannah had to birth, the child Hannah had to birth, this child, God had a calling on this child. So the Penina used to make fun of Hannah. But when God remembered Hannah, and Hannah gave birth to Samuel, God used Samuel. Samuel wasn't with in the Bible it says that Samuel did not live with Hannah. Samuel lived in the temple with Eli. So that's what the spirit of Penina is. The spirit of Penina will cause fatigue. It will cause fatigue, which means you'll get weary. You will get weary, and you'll move in a slow ordeal. Your body will feel very tired and weak. And you will move in a slow ordeal, like you don't have any strength to do anything. That's how the spirit of Penina attacks you. You will feel very weak in your body, like you cannot do anything. You cannot pray, you cannot do anything. You feel weak in your spirit, in every part of your body. So that's how the spirit of Penina attacks you. You feel weary. So you'll move in a slow ordeal, like you cannot do anything. You'll move very slow. So that's one thing the spirit of Penina does. And the spirit of Penina, it will move you out of your destiny. Out of your destiny. Because when I started doing my videos right now, when God told me to start making my videos right now, Penina tried to attack me, to try to move me into my destiny. They tried to stop me from making my videos. That's the spirit of Penina. And the spirit of Penina tried to use mind controlling demons to try to block to take my mind off making the videos. But because God told me that I should do it, and I have overcome the spirit of my controlling demons, then Penina did not have any power over me. So that's one thing the spirit of Penina does. It tries to move you. It tries to move you out of your destiny. It tries to stop you from doing what God has called you to do. It will try to stop you. You not want to do it anymore. Probably you lose. Probably you haven't overcome the spirit. Probably you lose interest. You lose interest in the things of God. Probably you'll forget about it. So and Penina will try to make you do something else. So that's the way the spirit of Penina attacks you. They try to move you out of destiny. Try to make you think that you are not strong in God. So that's what that's the way the spirit of Penina attacks you. That's why the spirit of Penina attacks you. It's a spirit it's a spirit of abortion. It's a spirit of miscarriage. Penina is a spirit of miscarriage. It's a spirit that comes to irritate. It's a spirit that will cause fatigue. It's a spirit that will strike the 8 wounds of your spirit in your emotions. In your emotions. It will strike you when you get upset. When you get upset, try to feel the places that you get upset, where the spirit strikes you. Because that's what it does. It tries to stop you. It tries to stop you stop you from entering into your destiny. So Penina will use someone in your family to try to irritate you, to try to get you upset, to try to say things to you about what you're doing. If you're a child of God and you pray all the time, Penina will use someone in your family to try to say things to you about what you're doing in God, to try to discourage you, to try to get you upset. So that's one way the spirit of Penina. That's why the spirit of Penina attacks you. So if you're going through this, you have to fast and pray. I fasted and prayed. So you have to fast and pray to overcome the spirit. And when Penina comes to attack you, do not say anything to Penina. Do not say anything to Penina. Just go into prayer and fasting so you can overcome the spirit. Go into prayer and fasting. Go into prayer and fasting so you can overcome the spirit. So that's what we'll talk about. That's what we have to talk about today. So look out for my next video. Okay.